Why Mario Barrios? I mean, why not, right? I mean, he has a WBC title. People always got something to say about me not being a world champion, but somehow making more money than them, you know? I mean, I just got to flex on them one time. But, so I'm here just to, settle that noise a little bit and just really show everybody that when I'm at my, best, that I could really do damage to anybody at 147. So
I want to go into the fight, I want to test his heart. I want to test, how bad, he really wants to be in there. Because, you're right, me, Devin, even Rollies, we all have very different styles. But I'm the type of fighter, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to press you. Like, I'm going to, whether I get dropped, whether I get hurt, I'm going to be in there, trying to hurt you. I'm in there with bad intentions. I don't go looking for a knockout, but if it comes, it comes.
The second they went live and took their seats, you could feel the energy in the room change. The air got heavier, charged, before a single punch had even been thrown. This wasn't the usual pre-fight hype. Ryan wasn't speaking like a fighter trying to sell tickets or stir up headlines. He sounded like a man fighting for something much bigger than a win. Every word carried weight. This wasn't just about the next bout in the ring. It was about his name, his credibility, his legacy. And everyone watching could feel it.
I'm gonna spice it. The only thing I'm worried about him for is Joe don't stop fights. So if he's getting cut, he ain't gonna stop the fight. I'm just telling you, he ain't gonna stop that fight. I know you don't want it, but he ain't coming to save you, I tell you that. Like, Joe is one of those guys. So, because I predict it's gonna be a bloody fight. I'm being dead serious. I think it's gonna be a lot of cuts. I'm just saying. Mark my words. And I think he's gonna need to stop it, but he won't. But hey, you're a warrior. You're an Aztec warrior. So I'm right? So, ooh, it's gonna be good. Oh, cannot wait.
When he says, "Why Mario Barrios? Why not?" It doesn't sound like a calculated call-out. It sounds personal. Mario Barrios holds the WBC title. That alone makes the answer obvious. But this isn't matchmaking strategy or promotional logic playing out. This is something deeper. It's legacy talking. It's frustration rising to the surface in real time.
And the fact that Joe's training him is hilarious to me. I know all Joe's techniques. He don't teach but putting your hands up. So I'm about to put a beating on these guys bad, to the point where I'm probably going to retire both of them, Joe and Mario Barrios. They're probably never going to work a boxing fight after that. And I told him already on the other show I was on, yo, when I knock him out, this is a bet. You could never wear that Canadian tuxedo again. I'm tired of seeing that. It's retired. I got something for him, so, it sucks for Mario. He made a bad move there. Joe made a bad move, and now I'm going to just put a stamp on both of them. Back.
He knows the not a real world champion narrative has followed him like a shadow. And beneath the confidence in his voice, you can hear the irritation. Subtle, but it's there. Then he doubles down. He starts talking about making a real statement at 147, about handling Barrios in a way no one else has. Not just beating him, separating himself. And sitting there listening, you can't help but think, that's a bold claim. Especially when you're talking about a fighter who doesn't break easily and doesn't fold under pressure.
Ryan, you said you don't know which version of you is going to show up.
Yeah, I mean, I know which one's version is going to show up this fight. At the end of the day, that Rolly camp was just a hard one to get by, I was doing a lot of stupid shit, not treating my body like a temple before that. I mean, obviously I had a year layoff. But it's okay, it's behind us. I'm ready to I position my body to be in top form. I feel in top form, top shape. And that's what he's gonna get, the best version of me.
What's different about this camp?
Man, we just started early, man. We started way out, didn't wait for somebody to give me a date, and made sure that when I came into camp, I was already ready to fire off. And, everything's clicking perfectly now.
What really caught my attention, though, was the moment Ryan brushed off Joe Goossen training Barrios. He basically shrugged it off. I know Joe's techniques. I've been around that. He even called it a bad move. On the surface, it sounds like casual confidence. But it's not. That's psychological warfare. He's planting doubt, trying to frame the narrative before fight night even arrives. Here's the twist, though. When you say you know the system, how it works, how it thinks, you're also admitting the system knows you. Your habits, your tendencies, your blind spots. That blade cuts both ways.
At the end of the day, bro, they're all gonna get it bad. Like I'm gonna do them so bad. You know, Joe's a known mole. You know, I mean, not to get deep in it, but he's a mole. I talk my. He's a traitor, and I got something for him come the press conference for all of them. They're not ready for this type of mental warfare. I've been in the long car rides with Joe. I know everything about Joe. I know and Mario, he's just gonna get whooping like no other. That's just what that is.
Then he pivots to the hand, says it's 100%. Says he's mentally different now on the other side of that dark stretch. And just like that, the tone changes. The bravado softens and something else takes its place. This isn't just hype anymore. Feels like redemption. You can hear it in the way he frames it. This isn't about stacking up rounds or coasting to a decision. It's about rewriting the narrative that's followed him. About reshaping how people see him. And when Ryan says he doesn't care about the crowd, the trash talk, the outside noise, that he's locked in, it doesn't sound rehearsed. It sounds like someone who knows exactly what's at stake and refuses to let anything pull his focus away.
What do you think Joe's telling him about you?
I mean, same thing as everybody says, you know, left hand, make sure that's up, you gotta protect it, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what I would imagine he's saying. And gotta take that away. It's probably, you know, other little things like that. You know, they drill a lot of just keeping the hands up all day long. So it's like here. But, you know, this freestyle type of boxing, you know, with technique is gonna overwhelm this man.
That's either the calm before a statement performance, or the calm of a man trying to convince himself as much as he's convincing everyone else. Either way, that interview didn't feel promotional. Felt personal. And just when Ryan's energy is all fire and conviction, Mario Barrios steps into the conversation with a completely different presence. Calm, measured, almost steady in a way that stands out. He sounds like a man who already knows the storm is coming and isn't rattled by it. That contrast is what makes it compelling. One fighter burning hot with something to prove, the other composed, grounded, ready to walk straight into the chaos without flinching.
I know, everything that Ryan has been saying, he's saying, he's focused, his team is saying that he's the sharpest he's ever looked, all this stuff. And all I can really say is, I hope so, man. I can only hope, I step in there on fight night and I get the best version of Ryan, because that's going to bring the best version out of me. And then, that's only going to, that's only going to benefit, the sport of boxing. I'm looking, to have a sensational performance. I want to have a very, I want to make a statement, with this fight. I haven't had, the type of victory, defending my title yet, and that's really, what I'm looking, to get, out of this fight.
Sean asks him point blank, who's more dangerous, a 46-year-old Pacquiao or Ryan? Mario doesn't bite. He doesn't play into the comparison. Instead, he keeps it simple. It depends which Ryan shows up. And that might be the most honest scouting report you'll hear. Because even Barrios knows there isn't just one version of Ryan. There's the sharp, disciplined fighter, and then there's the unpredictable one. So Mario prepares for the best version, not the chaotic one. That's veteran thinking. Then he casually adds that he actually hopes he gets the sharpest Ryan. It sounds polite, but it's quietly competitive. He's not brushing him off. He's welcoming the challenge. That's confidence without noise. But the real tension surfaces when he brings up the influencer, streamer persona. It's not loud. It's not disrespectful. It's controlled skepticism. He's drawing a line, acknowledging that Ryan is a legitimate boxer, but questioning whether he's fully committed to being only that.
Like, Ryan is a legitimate fighter, like a legitimate boxer, but he definitely has like that influencer, like streamer, like persona. And like, that's really the only thing that I don't fuck with. And it's not that like I don't like him. It's just everything they do, or the way that they move is like they move it in a way that, like, if they know there's always like a camera on them, or they're just always like trying to do something for like clicks or likes. So yeah, you know, I did call him a payaso, and it was just because, you know, the whole like his antics. I know that he has his you know, his history with Joe.
There's a sense that Mario doesn't connect with that camera-first aura. It doesn't resonate with him. And when he admits he called Ryan Paso because of the antics and the dramatic build-up, it doesn't come off like hatred. It sounds more like irritation with the theatrics. But what really stands out is when Barrios says he wants to test Ryan's heart. Not his speed, not his power, his heart. That's psychological warfare wrapped in professionalism. He even talks about pressing forward no matter what happens. That tells you everything about the game plan. Pressure, pressure, and more pressure. Make it uncomfortable. Make it exhausting. Make it revealing. While Ryan is talking about statements and redemption, Barrios is talking about identity and durability. One fighter is trying to prove he's changed. The other is trying to prove he's always been this way. That contrast, that's dangerous chemistry. Thanks for stepping into the ring with VIP Punch, the ultimate destination for boxing documentaries, legendary fights, and untold stories of the sport's greatest warriors. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button and let us know which fight or fighter left you in awe. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a knockout moment or exclusive behind-the-scenes story. Join our VIP Punch family and become part of a community that lives and breathes boxing. Your next favorite fight is just one click away. Comment below and tell us, which boxer or match should we cover next? We read every comment and your suggestion could be our next video. Until next time, stay strong, stay sharp, and keep your punches VIP.